Hello and welcome back, and that is right. Today I want to answer a very simple question. Just how silent is the silent NAS? A number of you who are looking at this system might be buying it because it looks a little bit cool. It looks very different. It's a nice sleek looking box. You might be buying it for the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet and all those USBs. You might be buying it for any number of reasons, but I'm willing to bet a lot of you buy it because of that moniker there at the top, the silent NAS. And this system is genuinely silent. If you watch my hardware review on my 5x5, I talk a lot about how this system is legit silent. However, that cannot be applied to the media in most cases. The drives you put inside this system will drastically and fundamentally change the nature of the word silent. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be bench testing this system with a variety of different storage media. I'm going to be looking at SSDs with the installation of two SSDs here, some Kingston series data center class SSDs there for performance. We're also going to be looking at this WD Red Pluses. These are standard class WD Red hard drive. These are 4 TB drives. And I'm going to be looking at data center class 10 TBs, which these days, given the way portfolios for a lot of hard drive manufacturing brands have changed, a lot of the time you can't buy drives greater than 10 to 12 TB without them being enterprise build because of the nature of hard drive development. They're all 7200 RPM, they're all helium sealed, they're all using, you know, quite industrial enterprise quality products inside there. So the whole basis of today's video is simple. I want you guys to understand what silence means on this system, and I want to see just how true that silent moniker there from QNAP actually is. When this system's in operation, we're going to look at three separate factors. One, we're going to look at how much noise this system makes when it first boots with SSDs, WD Reds or Ultrastar Enterprise drives. We're then going to see how much noise is made by the drives when things are idle. That is to say that although the network might be accessed while it's pinging something, the actual drives will not be active. They'll be in idle state and we'll be able to hear how much noise is being generated. And then finally, we're going to go for hefty access, 4K random IOPS there on board because it's by far the busiest a drive will be. And in all of the tests, the key component is this system's not making the noise. These are. The drives are making the noise and they hum, they vibrate, they click, hum and whir, and that can be amplified through the system. But again, the system is being quiet. It's how it deals with the noise of the drives inside. Now, a few disclaimers straight off the bat. First and foremost, I can tell you right now that the SSDs are going to be near enough silent, the WD Reds are going to be so-so, and the enterprise drives are going to be bloody noisy. The reason is because of the way hard drives are designed. They are designed by multiple platters inside that are spinning all the time, and all your data is on those individual platters. The bigger the drive, generally the more platters are inside. When this drive is spinning, there's a little arm that's reading the inside of that disk there, which is the actuator. It's gathering the data that is being asked by consulting the index to retrieve and present. Now, the more enterprise drives you have, the more noise that makes, something that will become abundantly clear later on. The next disclaimer on this system is ambient noise. There are things that are just beyond my control. And yes, this system on its own or with SSDs is silent. Unfortunately, this office and your home and where you're watching this right now, other than maybe a recording studio, is not silent. There is ambient noise from the wind, buildings, wildlife, adjoining offices, vehicles, traffic and more. These are things that are beyond my control. Indeed, little guys like this little sod here make things difficult for me working here by the seaside on the south coast of England. The result is that you will hear these noises in the background, and the dB monitor that will be on screen will dictate the noise levels that we're hitting during our testing, but there will always be a consistent level of background noise that is unavoidable and unremovable from the room I'm in. You probably heard a door there in the background, see what I mean? Now, in order for you to identify the noises that I'm talking about in terms of the hard drives, the clicks, hums and words of vibration, I've increased the volume or the decibel recording up by 50% on every single recording. Now, on the face of it, that may make it seem that things are louder than they actually are. But the reason I've done this is so you can identify the noises that I'm talking about. It will increase a background hiss when I increase the volume there, but this is just being done to show you the difference in noise between them. Again, don't worry if it seems like it's incredibly overbearing. It will just make sense so you can identify the noises as we go through all the testing, particularly at that 4K IOP stage. It will make a lot more sense at that point. And finally, I've done a lot of audio recordings with noise level testing before here on the channel, and the consensus I've heard from you guys whenever I've done them is you need me to shut the hell up. I get it, you're right. So I'm going to, give you the benefit of the doubt and give you a little bit more credit. I'm not going to talk over them. What you're going to see shortly is all of the audio recordings 3x3x3 that show all of these drive medias in all three test scenarios I just mentioned, and you can gauge the results for yourself. At the end, I'll probably tack on a kind of pre-recorded like and subscribe. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope this demonstrates how silent or not silent this system will be for you in your own personal setup. Let's run those recordings. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these sound series videos. I know they can be incredibly tedious just listening to near enough silence and a few clicks, but a lot of you have requested this series. If you have enjoyed this video, click like. If you want to learn more, click subscribe. Take advantage of the free advice section over on NAS Compares. Other than that, have a great week, have a great weekend, have a great year, and I'll see you next time.